You're not tired because you're lazy. Your mind just doesn't slow down. And that's the part most people don't understand. From the outside, it looks like you're doing nothing. You're sitting, lying down, scrolling, resting. But internally, it's not quiet. Something is always active. A thought, a memory, a moment from earlier that keeps coming back. Even when everything around you is calm, there's still movement inside your head. And after a while, you stop noticing it. It becomes your normal. Here are 7 signs your mind is constantly overworking. You replay conversations in your head. Not just once, but repeatedly. You go back to what was said, how it was said, what it might have meant, and what you could have done differently. Hours later, sometimes even days later, your attention returns to the same moment. It's like your brain is trying to resolve something that no longer exists, but instead of closure, it keeps the loop going, slowly draining your energy. You also learn to hide your emotions, not always intentionally. Sometimes it just feels easier. You realize that expressing how you feel doesn't always change anything, so instead you keep it inside. You stay calm on the outside even when there's a lot happening internally. And after a while, you don't even know how to explain what you feel anymore. You become more aware than most people. You notice small changes in tone, you pick up on people's moods, you understand situations quickly. But that awareness comes with a cost, because your mind doesn't switch off easily. You think more, you analyze more, you replay things more. And sometimes you wish you could just not think so much. You might also feel out of place. Around people your age, something feels different. Not better, not worse, just different. You don't always relate to the same things. You don't react the same way. You don't see things the same way. And even when you're around others, there's a small distance you can't fully explain. You become independent, but not always by choice. You learn to rely on yourself, to solve your own problems, to keep going without waiting for support. And while that makes you strong, it also makes it harder to let people in, because depending on others feels unfamiliar. At the same time, you might struggle to relax. Even in quiet moments, your mind stays active, thinking about what needs to be done, what could go wrong, what you should be doing next. It becomes difficult to just exist without feeling like you should be doing something. And then there's something most people don't talk about. You might feel like you missed something, not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet, subtle way. Moments where you could have been carefree, but instead you were thinking, worrying, understanding. It's just something to understand, because once you understand it, you can slowly start changing how you respond.